You clicked on this video because at some point today, maybe 10 minutes ago, maybe last night, your dog looked at you. Not a feed me look, not a let's go outside look. Something different, something almost deliberate. They walked over, made eye contact, maybe pressed their nose against your leg, and then went back to what they were doing. And part of you thought, what was that about? Here's the thing, that wasn't random, that wasn't a glitch, that was your dog checking on you. And it is one of the most sophisticated emotional behaviors in the entire animal kingdom. Science has a name for it, a mechanism. And once you understand what's actually happening inside your dog's brain in that moment, you will never see your relationship the same way again. But here's what almost no one knows, and I mean less than 2% of dog owners ever figure this out. The check-in behavior is actually a two-way biological loop running between you and your dog right now. Not metaphorically, chemically, neurologically, in real time. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you're going to understand your dog better than most veterinarians do. Let's start with the thing that's going to blow your mind first. Segment 1, the oxytocin loop. In 2015, a landmark study out of Azabu University in Japan put dogs and their owners in a room together and measured their oxytocin levels, the hormone your brain releases during bonding, trust, and love, before and after a period of mutual eye contact. The result? Both the dogs and the owners experienced a significant spike in oxytocin, simply from looking at each other. This is the same hormonal loop that fires between a mother and her newborn infant. Evolution built it specifically for attachment, and somehow, over 15,000 years of coevolution, your dog hacked into it. When your dog checks on you, they're not just looking at you, they are initiating a neurological synchronization event. Their brain is literally seeking to attune to yours. Scientists call this co-regulation, the process by which two nervous systems stabilize each other through proximity and eye contact. Think about that. Your dog doesn't just love you in some vague, fuzzy sense. They are biologically wired to regulate their internal emotional state using you as an anchor. Which means, and this is the practical part, every time you brush off that check-in, every time you're scrolling your phone when your dog walks over and looks up at you, you're breaking the loop. You're not just missing a cute moment. You're literally leaving their nervous system hanging. Now, before you feel guilty, most people do this. It's not cruelty, it's just not knowing. But it goes deeper than oxytocin, because your dog isn't just tracking your attention, they're tracking your emotional state with a level of accuracy that should honestly be unsettling. Segment 2. Your dog is reading you. Dogs have what researchers call asymmetric facial scanning bias. They read human faces the same way humans do, starting from the left side, which corresponds to the right hemisphere of the brain, the emotional processing center. No other animal besides humans does this. Your dog knows when you're stressed before you do. When your cortisol levels spike, the stress hormone, your body chemistry changes, your sweat changes, your breath changes, your microexpressions change. Your dog's olfactory system, which is 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than yours, picks all of this up in milliseconds. A 2019 study from the University of Belfast found that dogs could detect human stress from sweat and breath samples with 93.75% accuracy. Not sniffing for explosives, not trained for disease detection, just regular pet dogs reacting to the smell of a stressed out person they'd never met. So when your dog walks over and checks on you during a hard day, during a moment you thought you were holding it together just fine, they already know. They've known for minutes, maybe longer. That check-in isn't random, it's a response. It's your dog saying, I detected something, I'm here. This is also why dogs trained in deep pressure therapy, where they're taught to lie across a person's chest or lap during anxiety episodes, are so clinically effective. The weight interrupts the sympathetic nervous system's fight or flight spiral. It's not a metaphor, it's physics meeting biology. But your dog doesn't need formal training to do a version of this, they're already trying. Here's where it gets emotionally complicated, because this extraordinary sensitivity has a dark side that most owners create completely by accident. Segment 3. The trap. Learned helplessness. When a dog lives in an environment of emotional unpredictability, when their check-ins are sometimes rewarded with warmth and sometimes punished with irritation or being pushed away, something devastating can happen in their brain. It's called learned helplessness, and it was first documented by psychologist Martin Seligman in the 1960s. The core idea, when a creature repeatedly experiences that their actions have no reliable consequence, they stop trying, they shut down. In dogs, this doesn't look like aggression, it looks like withdrawal. It looks like a dog that used to check on you constantly and now just stares from across the room. Or a dog that flinches slightly before being petted. Or a dog that seems fine, but has actually learned that reaching out doesn't do anything. This is the connection loss that no one talks about. Not the dramatic kind, not the dog that bites or destroys furniture. the quiet kind, the slow drift. The good news, and this is important, it's reversible. The brain is plastic, the bond is resilient, and the repair is simpler than you think. In fact, some of the most powerful things you can do for your dog take less than 30 seconds, and one of them you can do right now while you watch this video. Segment 4, the repair and the ritual. The next time your dog checks on you, I want you to do 3 things. First, acknowledge them with your eyes before anything else. Not words, not touch. Eyes. Hold soft eye contact for 3 to 5 seconds. This initiates the oxytocin loop we talked about. Your dog's brain will respond in seconds. Second, breathe slowly. 1 deep, visible exhale. Dogs synchronize their breathing to their owners during calm states, documented in multiple sleep studies. Your slow exhale is a signal that says, we are safe right now. Third, let them lead. After the eye contact and the breath, let your dog decide what happens next. Do they want to be touched? Do they want to lie near you? Do they walk away satisfied? Giving them agency in this moment is enormously important for their sense of security. It is the antidote to learned helplessness. This 3-step ritual, what I call the check-in response, takes about 20 seconds. But over weeks and months, it builds something neuroscientists call secure attachment, the same psychological foundation studied in human parent-child relationships, the kind that creates confidence, resilience, and, yes, a dog that is easier to train, calmer in new environments, and less likely to develop anxiety disorders. You're not just acknowledging your dog, you're shaping their nervous system. And here's the part that I think is most beautiful and most underestimated. Segment 5, it goes both ways. All the science we've covered today, the oxytocin loops, the stress detection, the co-regulation, it's not a one-way street. Your dog isn't just helping themselves by checking on you, they're helping you. Studies consistently show that pet owners have lower resting cortisol, lower blood pressure, and higher heart rate variability, a marker of nervous system health, than non-owners. But those benefits are dramatically amplified in people who have what researchers classify as a secure attachment bond with their animal. Meaning, the more fluent you are in your dog's emotional language, the more they heal you, not just emotionally, biologically. Your dog walks over and checks on you, and in that brief silent moment, both of your nervous systems soften, both of your stress hormones dip, both of your brains release a small pulse of the same chemical that makes a mother feel safe holding her baby. That's not anthropomorphism, that's not projection, that's 15,000 years of co-evolution doing exactly what it was designed to do. If you've made it to this point in the video, you now understand something about your dog that most people never will. You understand that every check-in is a conversation, every glance is a question, and you now have the science to answer it. The relationship you have with your dog is one of the most biochemically unique bonds that exists in nature. Don't sleepwalk through it. If this video opens something up for you, I'd love for you to do one thing. Drop your dog's name in the comments below, just their name. Because every dog that checks on their person deserves to be seen, and so do you. And if you want to go even deeper, the next video covers why your dog follows you from room to room and what their brain is actually doing during those moments. The answer is more surprising than you'd expect. It's queued up right here. Take care of your dog, and let them take care of you.